Who would be the champion if fights were only just one round? Today I'm going to go through every single division and decide who I think would be the champion if title fights were scheduled for only 5 minutes. Yeah, that's right. Once the bell goes after round one, the scorecards get announced and the winner takes home the belt. You've only got 5 minutes to work. Obviously, you can still finish each other if you want. I'm sure this guy knows a thing or two about that. But yeah, we're going to start off with the heavyweights. Tom Aspinall is the current champion. But who would be the champion if title fights only lasted 5 minutes? You've seen this guy in the thumbnail. He's probably one of the first people that springs to mind when it comes to one round fighting. He's got a hell of a one round in him. Jailton Almeida versus Tom Aspinall definitely would be the title fight if this concept was to take place. But would he actually be the champion? I think God no. Tom Aspinall, he's fighting with these fucking rules anyways, the stupid cunt. So I think Tom Aspinall would definitely be the champion if fights would only be one round, 5 minutes to work. Like, he's got it in him. But Jailton would give him a run for his money for that first round. But I mean, Tom Aspinall, he's already living and breathing by these rules anyway. Someone needs to tell him that he's got 5 rounds, Tom. All right? This idea is just something I came up with my mind. But Tom's obviously living and breathing by the same rules anyway, but I reckon he would dispatch of Jailton in the first round. Sorry if I have clickbaited you by putting Jailton in, but when you think one round only, I feel like this guy comes to mind, so I wanted to chuck him in for a little bit of him, but no. I don't actually think he would beat Tom Aspinall in 5 minutes, but he could. I don't mind your take if you think that. Light heavyweight Magomed Ankalaev is obviously the champion. But does he have a golden first round in him? I don't reckon he does. He's kind of a patient fighter, uses 5 rounds to work. I kind of think he lost the first round to Blachowicz once upon a time. So I know some people don't believe that. But who do I think? Now think of light heavyweight. You got 5 minutes. A title fight goes for 1 round. Maybe Zhang Mingyang comes to mind. The dude gets it done in one anyways. But someone who kind of is like the best one-round fighter in the world and then absolutely falls off a cliff and then starts losing. Magomed's fought him too and kind of dropped the first round to him. Yeah, I think it's Alexander Rakic. That's right. He beat Yuri. He was whooping Yuri's ass in round 1. Still got KO'd in the second. I think he won round 1 off Blachowicz. Kind of won round 1 off Ankalaev. The dude's a beast for 1 round and then it's over. But he was whooping up on Yuri. So if you only gave Rakic 5 minutes to work, is he not the champ? Does he kind of just beat Magomed in that 1 round and then bang, he wins that fight, beats Yuri in that fight, beats Blachowicz? I don't think he's ever lost if my concept reigns true. So I reckon Rakic is a good pick for who would be the champion if the fights were only 1 round. But Zhang also came to mind. Bogdan, but he lost round 1 to Spen. Honestly, Alex Pereira could give a good round showing. Blachowicz kind of dominated him in round 1 though. I think he stole round 1 off, well, he obviously gets Yuri in 1, Hill in 1. I think he won the first off Ankalaev. So I don't mind that pick, but I reckon Rakic is a good pick. Middleweights though, Dricus du Plessis. Now this one is just as obvious as they come. Kind of the whole base of the video. So I'm not even gonna, keep you waiting for a while. Khamzat Chimaev would probably be the greatest of all time if fights were only 1 round. Unlucky they're not, Chimaev. You've got Dricus for 5, buddy. Good luck. But if there was only 1 round, no, I honestly don't think you could really rule out Dricus himself. Although I feel like I have seen him lose round 1s before, to Brad Tavares even. Derek Brunson. You know what? Fucking forget Dricus du Plessis. He definitely wouldn't be the champ, the stupid idiot. But Khamzat Chimaev, I mean, I don't think you've ever seen him lose round 1 ever. Ever. He's 10-8ing people in round 1 most times. So, yeah, Khamzat's probably the champ. He's kind of who gave me the idea for the video. 1 round, Chimaev specialist, domination. But there could be some others. Let me know some sleeper picks. I didn't really think about middleweight too long because I thought this was so blatant. But like a Marco Tullio, nah. I don't know. I mean, Rob just beat Reina Dorita in the first round. So he would have beaten him. Maybe Rob. No, not Rob. I mean, Chimaev got him out of there in 1. So yeah, it's Chimaev. All right, welterweights. Jack Della Maddalena. Now I do think this guy's got a supreme round 1 in him. Although you could say Basil Hafez won round 1. You could say Gilbert Burns gave him a tough showing. Although Jack definitely won round 1 at least. Did he lose round 2? Maybe. But who else in the welterweight division kind of never loses round 1? Jacoby Smith's a good pick. Maybe he's so dominant that he would never lose round 1, kind of like Chimaev. But I don't know if I've seen Shavkat drop the first before. I don't know if I have. Beat Gary in the first round. Jeff Neal, round 1 was his. Wonder Boy, it was iffy. It was iffy, but I think if he knew he had 5 minutes, he could stall Jack Della up against the cage long enough to at least bank the first round before Jack started getting it going. Jack beat Bilal in round 1. Bilal beat Leon. I don't know. I think this is kind of the round 1 guy at welterweight. I think he would be the champion. But if you said Jack Della, I wouldn't hate you. And in fact, I'd actually really like you. So yeah, what do you guys think about that one? A bit of a tougher one. Moving on to the lightweights though. Ilia Topuria is the champion right now, but we've seen him drop a couple first rounds. Volkanovski took round 1. You could say Max was doing well. I actually looked at the scorecards just for this video, and Ilia won the scorecards, won round 1 twice on the scorecards in the Max fight. I forgot he shot that double leg. It was a decent round for Ilia. But someone else in lightweight that just seems to never fucking lose the first round. Even when he gets beaten up by Gaethje twice, he still won the first round in both of those fights and then drops the last 2. Bahamondes in round 1. You haven't seen Fiziev lose the first round? I don't think I have. I really don't think I have. Even when he, look at this 3-fight skid. You can't tell me he lost round 1 in any of those. He always wins round 1. Maybe Ilia could get him done in round 1, but Ilia's a patient guy. Ilia kind of needs 5 rounds to work. I know he just got rid of Charles in 1, but that's Charles. I know that's crazy to say, but that's Charles. But yeah, so Fiziev, I reckon he is a supreme round 1 fighter. And if you told this guy, dude, you just got to beat Gaethje over 5 rounds, he wins that fight. 5 rounds. You just got to beat Gaethje in this first round, he wins. He's probably, I don't know if he's ever lost apart from the debut, but that's okay. Maybe this guy's the champ. No. But if Ilia was your pick, I understand. Maybe a Joel Alvarez. I don't know if he's still hanging out at lightweight. Honestly, Max Holloway fucking rarely ever loses round 1 either. Up at lightweight at least. Smashing Poirier in round 1. Breaking Gaethje's nose in round 1. Doing good against Ilia. Maybe up at lightweight, he could actually give him a run for his money. I'm starting to come around to the fact that maybe Max Holloway could be the champ in round 1 of fight, but I also think Fiziev could give you a hell of a round 1 as well. Moving down to featherweights. Now, this one was actually tough. Looking through the featherweight division, I'm like, Aljo would have a good round in him. Evloev, kind of, yeah. I was thinking Diego Lopez, if you told him he only had 5 minutes, fucking hell, maybe he's the champ. But then I thought, Volk kind of fucking threw him around in round 1 and absolutely dominated. You know what? Volk kind of... I think it's Volk. Yeah, I think it's Volk. I don't know in the featherweight division who's stealing round 1 off him. I was thinking of putting Gene Silver here, but I kind of think maybe Gene catches him later. But Volk does what he does and picks Gene apart for that first round. He was manhandling Diego in round 1, so I'm not too sure. That's my pick. I think Volk would still be the champ. Evloev's not winning round 1 of him. Aljo's not. Steve Garcia is a sleeper pick, I reckon. But yeah, I think Volk is actually the best round fighter. You maybe weren't expecting that one, but another sleeper pick, if you wanted to say Jose Delgado just fucking breezes through everyone and kills them, then I like that too. Maybe he just destroys Volk in round 1. This guy obviously murders people in the first round, so I like Delgado as a sleeper niche pick too. Yep. Bantamweight. Merab Dvalishvili. Now, I think this guy's fucking losing his belt. I don't know if he's winning the first round. He could. But he usually has a bit of a tough one, usually works his way into the fight. I'll tell you one person who will never win another fucking fight again. It's Petr Yan. Petr Yan gets instantly cut and goes on an 8-fight losing streak if this rule was to remain true. Because the guy never wins the fucking first round. But Merab, who did he lose the first round to? Umar. You've seen this guy in the thumbnail. I actually do think this is a really good pick. Like a Vinicius Oliveira, he never wins the first round. He takes a while to warm up. You might have been thinking him, but really when you think about it, no. He'd actually probably lose most of his fights. He would have lost to Kyler Phillips. But I don't think I've ever really watched Umar lose the first round. He would be able to stop the takedowns of Merab, grapple with him, and definitely beat him on the feet like we seen in the first fight. And that's when he knew he was going to go for another 4 rounds. If he just had that one, and I don't think, Merab can exert his cardio enough just over a 5-minute span. He needs a long time to really break you down. I reckon Umar's a good pick. There's maybe like a Wellmaker or a... I'm not sure. Maybe there's a couple other guys. Let me know if you've got anyone down at Bantamweight. But I reckon Umar's a good pick for the champion if it was only one round. And last but not least, the flyweights, but least, because who cares? Pantoja. Yeah, we're not going to do the chicks, obviously. Pantoja is the champ. I actually think this guy could give a fair round to most people. I don't know if he's really losing the first round these days, but I don't know if I would trust him. And someone that just really stuck out when I thought of one round of fighting, I also think Manel Cap could maybe give a good run for people's money. But once you see who I'm about to pull up, you'll be like, oh shit. Yeah, I don't think anyone steals the first off of him. It's the Roy cheat himself, Ramazan Temirov. This guy, yeah, if you know, you know. I'll leave it there. Ramazan Temirov, I don't think this guy will ever lose the fucking first round. He loses his shit swinging like Buckley and Drickus at flyweight of all places. And it somehow works. Beat Charles Johnson because round one was just so steamy. Look at all, oh my God, look at this. First. Jesus fucking Christ. Stop killing people. Look at that. Just 4 first round KOs in a row for Ramazan. The dude loves this shit. When it comes to round one, I don't think Pantoja beats him in round one. Van doesn't take round one off him. No one at flyweight takes the first off of him, I don't think. You need to be like a jacked bull yourself if you want to do it. I reckon Temirov would be the champ. And how long did I go for? About nearly 12 minutes? Yeah, that's the video, guys. Who would be the champion if fights were only one round? You get 5 minutes, bang, it's over. It's over. Yeah, it's a bit of a good video for your Wednesday midweek vibe. Ramazan, and please, if you could leave some comments on any like picks you think like you think I was wrong at any point, any of your sleeper picks. I reckon there's, mine aren't like the most obvious things. Like Fiziev, you could disagree with. Umar maybe. Rakic, I could see people not really believing. Jack over Shavkat, I actually don't mind. Zhang, like if you wanted to put Zhang here, I get it. But yeah, that's a video. I thought it was a pretty cool concept and idea, and just why not? And yeah, I'll leave it there. 12 minutes, we've done it. We've done it. You're welcome, guys. Please subscribe. No, seriously. Please.